Hi everyone from beautiful Ngunnawal country. My name's Rebecca and I'm here to talk books. So today I'm going to talk about a picture book, and it's this one here, the Future Book. Now this is probably an unusual one for me to be talking about, because normally I try and stick to Australian books, but this is one that kind of caught my attention. It's by Barnett and Shawn, and it's called The Future Book. This is, on first reading, just a completely and utterly hilarious and nonsensical book about the future. It's written in the future and it's telling you about all the different things that happen in the future. So we start off with almost like a time warp. This book is from the future. Lots of things are different here in the future. In the future, the sun is called the moon, and the moon is called the sun. And so it goes on, telling us about how things change. It's a lot about the words that they use in the future, and how in the future words that we might commonly use today are used for other things, and that some things don't even exist. Things like apples. Bananas are called apples, and apples, there are no words for apples. So it's one that you would just laugh along with, and the kids, when kids are reading this or being read this book, they would just be scratching their heads and thinking, oh my gosh, what is this about? But when you really think about it, it would be a really great conversation starter about how things change over time. So how things when I was a child, are quite different to what they are now. And this was actually showcased in a conversation I had recently with a colleague about television. I was talking to the children about television and talking about how when I was a little girl, there were only 2 channels that we could watch. And then this led on to, well, I don't think that the children would even understand what you're talking about with 2 channels, because children are so used to just going to a Netflix or something where everything's on demand. So they don't understand the idea, or a lot of our young children wouldn't really have the concept of having to wait a week for the next episode and a week for the next episode, or even standing up and changing the channel on the television. So I really think this is actually a really good book for kids in like year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to actually talk about, or as an introduction to any kind of history lessons that you might be doing, and talking about how things change over time. One book that we often use in primary schools is one called My Place, and the author has slipped my mind, Nadia Wheatley I think it is, and you have over time how things change. But you know, this one, thinking about the future, we could be like, well, okay, well, what do we have now that we might say differently to the past? And kids could brainstorm words and then go back and have a look at them. So this is a really great book. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Gave me a good laugh. And you'll have to find out why fish are on the heads of people. Thanks for listening. Really hope you get a chance to go and see this book. Bye.